Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is HD Starcraft, and I am back for Game 2 between EG Jaedong. He is going to be the red Zerg player in the bottom right-hand corner of Whirlwind, and his opponent is going to be Liquid Taeja, the blue Terran, in the top right-hand corner. It is going to be a huge map, Whirlwind. This is one of the maps where if you are going to see a macro game, which I'm hoping we will, it would be this one, although they do not have cross-spawn. They have spawn on the right-hand side of the map, so we'll see what happens. This is Game 2 of a best-of-3 between Jaedong and Taeja, two of the world's best, if not the best, Zerg and Terran. Probably not, I don't want to say the best, but they are two of the top, top 5, top 10 for sure. So we'll see what happens here. Taeja throwing up a supply depot at the front of his ramp, and Jaedong sending his Overlord to the correct position at the top right-hand corner. That's always nice when you send your Overlord the right way first. You can get an immediate scout into the Terran base, and you can pull it away before the Terran sees it too. So it's not necessarily something that gives away your position as Zerg. And so the first game of this set going quite well for Jaedong, winning it in a nice fashion, as he was able to take Taeja out in the first game with a really good Zergling attack. He was able to just deny Taeja that third base, and I think a bit of a mistake for Taeja to not keep that supply depot lifted off. That was the reason. The supply depot at his ramp, which was at the natural expansion, that was the reason why he lost the game. He didn't have it lifted up, and because of that, the Zerglings just ran right on in, and carnage ensued. So I don't think Taeja will make the same mistake in Game 2, but there's a lot of pressure here, because if he loses, he is out. And so yeah, he's gonna have to play a tip-top game here. It doesn't look like he's gonna go for a command center first this time around. He was gonna play it a little more safe. Barracks going up first. Overlord is going to float in, and that SCV did see the Overlord. So now Taeja knows where Jaedong is, and Jaedong now knows where Taeja is. So both players have revealed their positions, Jaedong more inadvertently than purposefully. But it doesn't really matter, to be quite honest. Both players would have found out their opponent's spawn at some point in this game early on, regardless. And Taeja now going to send an SCV down to the bottom. That Overlord is going to see the SCV coming in, so Jaedong knows, okay, that SCV isn't going off building like a proxy or something weird. And that SCV is going to make its way into the natural and then directly into the main. And Jaedong has a pretty quick gas once again. And Taeja is going to scout this out, similar to last game, but he's going to have to be very extra careful here about early Zerglings. And we do have that gas being built up here. Same build, really, for Jaedong as in Game 1. And hopefully this time Taeja gets a bunker up. He walls this area off. This ramp is a little bit harder to hold down, though. You do have to get a couple of barracks or buildings or bunkers or something in order to hold off against Zergling aggression. And Taeja now just going to pull that SCV out of there. He doesn't want to lose the initial scout, as Zergling speed is on the way. And really, it just depends on Jaedong now. Does he want to make a ton of Zerglings as soon as Zergling speed finishes? Or does he just want to have a few, map control and expand and really take control of this game? And it looks like he's going for a Baneling Nest. So we are going to have a Baneling bust from Jaedong, and I don't know if Taeja is going to be able to hold this off. He needs to get buildings up right now, and that's if he knows a Baneling bus is coming. If he doesn't even know that a Baneling nest is on the way, how in the world is he going to hold this off? He has a bunker coming right now. Smart decision from Taeja, but he's building it in a spot where it's going to be pretty hard for him to wall off the remainder of this ramp, unless he gets, like, I guess another bunker here and like a barracks here. Even then, I don't think it would complete the wall. And so Taeja here preparing for what he thinks is just Zerglings, but in fact is going to be Zerglings and Banelings. And, I don't know if he's going to be ready for this at all. He's actually going for a macro command center too. And that just pretty much seals the deal for Taeja. And he's just got a supply depot wall here, which is, I think it's inadequate against Banelings. 5, 6 or so Banelings slamming against the hull of this bunker will destroy the bunker, the 2 supply depots around it, and an extra Baneling for good measure will kill off all the Marines as well. And then after that, the Zerglings can just flood right on in. And here they go. Look at where Jaedong has hidden his Banelings on the right-hand side, just in case so they wouldn't be sniffed out by a scouting unit or a comsat. And Taeja knows, he gets the supply depot wall up, he pulls the Marines out, he knows how in trouble he is if those Marines die, and even then these Marines are just totally screwed. doesn't even matter. Zergling's running right into the main base. Marine's going to try to hold off the natural expansion, but more Banelings and Zerglings flooding in, and GG calls Taeja. Oh, rough. And yeah, that's just a play that you see on ladder actually quite often when you're playing Terran against Zerg. And one of the major complaints that Terran make against Zerg on ladder, you know, on Battle.net is, hey, what do I do against Baneling Bust? And yeah, I mean, Taeja just trying to go for his greedy style, going for a macro CC, and I think that's what ended up punishing him. He punished himself. And I don't think going for a macro CC is, I mean, you can do it, but when you don't have cross spawn and you see an early gas from Zerg, I think you got to be careful, especially in a tournament format. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the casting. I'll have another set out for you guys hopefully tomorrow. And for now, this is HD, and I am signing out.